Hey, folks. I just want to take a moment to thank you all for your work, not only over the last few months while we've been away, but really for all of the work that we've done together since September. It's certainly not the way that we expected the school year to go, but I'm still really proud of much of the work that we did. For those of you who continued to do the work, I can't thank you enough for hopping on Google Meets, sharing your thoughts on To Kill a Mockingbird, submitting drafts of essays and taking the feedback and going back and actually working on it. Having a bit of normalcy, honestly, it really helped me navigate the last few months. So I'm really, really thankful for that effort from so many of you. To the parents who continue to have conversations about the importance of this type of work and about finishing things, I want to thank you for all of your efforts. Those conversations are never easy, especially in unprecedented times. So thanks to both the students and the parents who really kind of continued to do the work. But for everyone, whether you continued to do the work or whether you couldn't or whether you didn't, a few quick notes just as I think a little bit about this summer and what the fall is going to look like. One, and honestly, there's no way to say this without it, not sounding cheesy. So I'm just going to say it. And it's also still true. I am always your English teacher. And so if you need something next year, please don't hesitate to reach out. I taught English 10 for, I think, 5 years at Southline, so I know the curriculum pretty well. Our entire English department is fantastic, and you're in good hands next year. But if you need anything, I am always a resource to you. The other thing is, whether you worked with me every week since we left, whether that work was inconsistent, or whether that work, was non-existent. And again, the reasons for that are varied, and it's not what we're unpacking right now. No matter where you were at, I think next year is going to be a challenge because at the end of the day, you haven't been in the traditional setting since March. That's a long time to go, and we don't really know what the structure is going to look like next year. So I think for everyone, next year is going to be a challenge. To be back in a structured routine, whatever that structure looks like, I guess. So honestly, the best thing you can do in preparation for English next year is to keep reading. And that doesn't mean you have to stop doing all the things that you want to do this summer, especially if you're not a big reader, and that's something that's not normally a part of your summer routine. It doesn't have to be an either or. You can binge watch Netflix and be a reader. You can be someone who loves playing video games and be a reader. You can be active outside with baseball, softball, basketball, soccer, water skiing, like whatever your thing is, and still be a reader. So continue to do the work through reading. I think it's going to be really important. So keep reading, keep thinking, keep paying attention to the world around you. If you've got social media accounts, figure out who to follow on those accounts, people whose voices are going to push and challenge you. And certainly I can give you a list, but I think there's also some really good work to be done and some great value in searching those out a little bit. I think that's a great task in itself. So just keep reading, keep thinking. I think that's going to be a really, really good thing. I look forward to seeing you in some capacity in the fall. Thank you again for your work, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.